But this guy, you get to be my final interview of the day. I'm looking forward to it
Sounds good.
because it's my last one and because it's you.
That's good. Hopefully it'll be that way by the end of this too.
And then you've got to hustle down to watch your daughter play basketball.
Yep, got to get down to Pleasant Valley. So
You know, they changed that this year. The girls always have a 6 o'clock start for the varsity level.
yeah, which makes it tough to get down for the JV at
Exactly.
4:30. So, but
Yes.
try to get down there and watch some of the JV and then varsity, and hopefully a good night.
You know, we just got done visiting with Brandon and David, and Brandon was talking about how instrumental you have been in the development of the Little Kings and the Little Queens. You know, we're starting to see it a little bit, especially on the girls' side of the court.
Yeah, I've had a lot of help. My wife Christina has been a huge help in Little Queens, and then Little Kings. Several people have helped, but yeah, I mean, it feels like it's been a long time that we've been doing this, and now it's kind of starting to bubble up. And I think the boys are going to start to see some more competitiveness here over the next few years, and the girls obviously have kind of started that, and it's just exciting. You know, we went to the North Scott game at home. It was in December, and if anybody was there, Yord was rocking for that girls game. So that's kind of the fun part, and what we really wanted when we started this kind of stuff was get people back in the gyms or the football fields or baseball fields to get great atmosphere. And Clinton people will come out, and they did, and they have this year too, which has been great.
I thought it was because it was Mary and I's 50th wedding anniversary. I thought that's the reason why all the people were there.
It could be too. Yeah, you had a big cheering section.
We got to get your Super Bowl pick. Seattle or New England? Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with the upset here and go New England.
You're going New England. All right, very good. You're in the minority, but you never know. I mean, the season's been something else.
Yeah, it's been wild. And I'm a Vikings fan, so I don't know if I can root for Sam Darnold to win the Super Bowl after getting cut, I guess, for the Vikings.
Oh, is he with his fourth team? His fifth,
I think fifth team. Yeah,
fifth team. Okay,
yeah.
he's in 8th year in the league. His fifth team, overnight sensation.
Yeah.
Sam, did you know he was the first Southern Cal quarterback to get to the Super Bowl?
I did just see that. That was pretty amazing. I would have thought somebody from Southern Cal would have gone to the Super Bowl. But yeah.
Well, there was Pat Hayden, but he got injured, so Vince Ferragamo took over as the quarterback for him. You a big football fan beside the Vikings?
I am, yeah. I enjoy football. I also help run the Little Kings football group, so I enjoy football, and the boys play, and I played football too, so yeah.
So I know you are from Southwest Iowa. Why are you not a Kansas City Chiefs fan?
Well, people ask that, so
yes, I'm sure they do.
As you can know, I mean, so here the Chicago Bears are always on Fox.
Right.
Where I grew up, the Kansas City Chiefs were always on CBS, and then a lot of times the Vikings were on Fox.
Okay.
And so that was why I was. So it was mostly Packers, Bears, Vikings, but when I was growing up, the Vikings were pretty good, so they were on there a lot.
I was a Vikings fan growing up as well, but I'm going back to Joe Kapp and Fran Tarkington and the Purple People Eaters. So who was great when you were a fan?
So I was more 90s, so that was probably Chris Carter, Anthony Carter, and then toward the end of the 90s, I enjoyed Randy Moss too. So yeah.
Was Foreman a running back for him then? Chuck Foreman?
He would have been before that.
Okay.
Robert Smith was the running back when I was watching. So yeah, I liked watching
Ohio
him too.
State?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Good running back. You're with the bank, First Central State Bank. You tell me it's going to be 8 years. That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a good 8 years, and it was a good move over there, and so yeah, we're kind of still churning along. It's been the team's done a good job over here the last few years and had a good year this last year. So looking forward to a good 2026.
Did the workout on Manufacturing Drive, did that affect anything out there?
It caused some headaches. We didn't have our driveway for a few days, but everything's better now and good, and people were pretty good about we were very the city was good about communicating with us, and we could communicate with customers. So it was a little bit of a headache, but not too bad. Events.
Now you're pretty much in charge of events, right?
Yeah, so we're
Easter
already...
egg hunt. You don't have to color all the eggs, do you, Scott?
No, we don't have. We just throw the candy out there. It's
okay.
It's a fun event. So it's a little earlier this year because it's in March because
Yeah.
Easter's a little earlier, so we're always a week before Easter. But it's a fun event that our team gets together and sets it up. And I always say it starts at 1 o'clock and it's over by 1:02. So the kids get all the candy and it's gone. But yeah, it's always a fun event. Hopefully for better weather than what's happening right now outside.
So is this done in DeWitt or in Clinton?
Yeah, so this is in DeWitt,
Okay.
so it's at the football field. And we get people from, I see a lot of Clinton people that come out there, and then DeWitt people, obviously, Eldridge people. So we do get quite a bit of people from the surrounding areas.
You are, of course, different locations? You're in LeClaire, you're in Eldridge, you're in DeWitt, you're in Clinton. Am I missing anyone?
And then Goose Lake.
And in Goose Lake, Goose Lake Savings Bank, kind of where it all
That's
started.
right. Yep.
It all started. So do you get to every one of these places each week?
No, not necessarily. So a lot of times I'm in Clinton and DeWitt during the week, and then I'll try to get to each location, LeClaire and Eldridge and Goose Lake, periodically throughout the year. So just to kind of talk to them. And I enjoy what I do because I get to see everybody. If I was just working in DeWitt or just Clinton, you don't get to see, a lot of people because we just don't get together as often. We've gotten a lot bigger. So, So I get to see those people and talk to them and just get to hear from them because each location has kind of different needs and different things going on. And it's nice and a perk of my job maybe to get out more.
I would think it'd be a little different with Eldridge and LeClaire as opposed to the Clinton County ones. I mean, for whatever reason, seems that way.
Yeah, they're definitely Quad Cities, so we're kind of on the outside of both ends of the Quad Cities there. So yeah, it's definitely different. When you look at that area compared to a Clinton, a Goose Lake, especially, and then DeWitt as well, where Goose Lake a lot more rural. You're dealing with more farmers in that area, and then you go to LeClaire and Eldridge. You're still dealing with farmers there too, but the Quad Cities are right there. So just some different, like I had said, some different needs and that customers might have in different locations.
Talking with Scott Levine, he heads up the marketing department. I noticed I was going down to do the basketball games on Tuesday, and an electronic billboard. My goodness. How much you got newspaper, you got radio, probably TV,
Yep.
billboards. How do you spread all this out?
Yeah, so it's something that I kind of enjoy doing too, as well, of just trying to figure out where we want to be and what we want to do. Marketing also has a budget. I usually get a hard time from many people at the bank, and we'll just put it on marketing's tab. So, but I still have a budget that I have to go through. So, we take a look at those opportunities that we have in those markets, and like we have on the billboards. So that's kind of a new one we have this year outside of Eldridge there on 61, where trying to get there, and we like being around that Quad City area, and that's right next to the Quad City areas. So just kind of expanding on different things. We've done a lot more with digital advertising here probably in the last couple of years that 10 years ago just people didn't do. So we're always looking for new things, and but still also want to support the things that have been there for a long time as well, because we know that in the banking world you're appealing to people from 1 to 99 or over 99. So you need to hit all those different mediums.
Do you I forgot what I was going to ask now. I've been doing this all day. I just had a little bit of a brain part there. So what do you enjoy most about, you do such a good job of writing copy for the radio. What do you enjoy, because you were in paper before.
Right. So yeah, I enjoy writing still, and doing that. I enjoy kind of looking at the different avenues that we want to advertise in, and those kinds of things. I enjoy being out in the community. I think part of marketing is trying to get yourself out there and represent the bank the best that you possibly can. So and I work for a great bank and a great company that encourages their employees to volunteer, encourages their employees to get out in the community and be known in the community, so that if they like you, they might say, okay, well we'll go try out for Central if we need a loan or a deposit account.
So in marketing, are there other aspects where you could learn about marketing? Is there seminars or webinars that you can check into?
Yeah, so we do continuing education. So Iowa Bankers Association has marketing classes as well. So they do lending classes, but then they also have marketing groups that I'm in, and so you can learn from them as well. And so they have some education too on the American Bankers Association as well. So just to learn, I mean, there's a lot of new things happening in the world, and marketing is no different than that. So between AI and everything else, there's just a lot of stuff happening. So kind of being and learning that cutting edge technology and understanding that is important in any profession, but especially marketing.
Do you get an opportunity to go to different locations for these marketing things?
A lot of times I do it from the computer.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind going to Des Moines every once in a while, but with 3 kids and
Yeah.
busy, it's probably easier just to do it from the computer. But did a few years ago, but haven't been out there here in a couple years.
We're going to take a break for the weather. That'll be coming up here on KROS.
Hi, Bitsy. You sure are excited about something. And what's that you're wearing? It's darling. Oh, it's your new harness, but it looks like a coat. And you got to pick out your own fabric and lining? You're right. We've got to get the word out. Every dog owner will want a custom-made harness for their dog. Yes, dogs in this area are stepping out in style when they shop at Bitsy's. Custom-made harnesses, only at Bitsy's, 1401 North 2nd Street, Clinton.
It's time now on KROS for the Storm Track 8 weather forecast, brought to you by Awesome Car Wash.
Happy Friday. We are still going to be cold today with highs only in the teens, but we will be quiet. There is going to be building clouds with a little bit of a breeze with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour as we head into the afternoon. Still in store for a cold night, but we'll start to see warming temperatures into the weekend. Highs go to the 20s for Saturday. I'm Storm Track 8 meteorologist Morgan Strackpine.
Currently, we have overcast skies and a temperature of 16. Winds are out of the north at 15 miles per hour. This weather report on KROS has been brought to you by Awesome Car Wash.
Awesome Car Wash in Clinton has everything to meet your car wash needs. They have 6 self-serve wash bays to minimize wait times, a touchless automatic open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and a tunnel wash open daily from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Awesome Car Wash is located across from Purina on Manufacturing Drive in Clinton. Stop in, check them out, and see why customers are saying,
"It's awesome, baby!"
Visiting out with Scott Levine on Men's Day, and of course with First Central State Bank. As you pointed out, the bank is so busy in the community. You, in particular, also very busy in the community, and you work quite a bit with the schools.
Yeah, so that's been our a big driving force behind the bank of focusing on local schools in all of our locations and towns. And so we really try to partner with them. As you know from driving around town in Clinton, or if you're in DeWitt, you see that we partner with the local schools for a billboard campaign. And we actually have a photo shoot next week with the schools for that as well. So we try to highlight the schools. We think that having good schools in our communities creates a really good community. So if they reach out to us, we'll try to help them when we can. We do sponsor the Hall of Honor when they have that in the spring in Clinton, and then something that we really enjoy doing before the school year starts in August. We do new teacher breakfasts for pretty much every school in our locations, and for either all staff or just their new teachers. So that's always a fun time to just kind of get together with the teachers and wish them good luck for the school year, and have our team out there and just appreciate what they do.
So for that, I mean, who comes out? I would imagine you're there. I don't know if Brig and Abe are there, but who all comes out for that?
Yeah, so it's usually kind of location specific. So I'm at a lot of them, but usually Brig is at several of them, and we try to. So if the North Scott one, we have a lot of our Eldridge team is there. The DeWitt, obviously our DeWitt ones, and then Clinton as well here, and so it's just a good opportunity for also our locations to just kind of get out and see them and just kind of wish them well in the school year.
Always great to see those new teachers getting started on a career. My goodness.
That's right.
Junior Achievement, talk about your connection with that.
Yeah, so we're also work for a company that really promotes getting out there and also being in junior achievement. So we have several team members that get ready in the spring. So I just got an email last week about getting ready for junior achievement. So I do one at Prince of Peace. So I do kindergarten there. And but we have several team members that do it. And so it's a nice thing to be able to get in the classrooms, get with the kids and students and teachers and teach a little bit what we can on financial literacy.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. So you've been doing this for how long?
Boy, I don't know. Probably about 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
Probably been doing it.
And
Yep.
the kindergartners.
Yeah, kindergartners. So it started they reach out to you if you'd like to do it, and so it's funny. My neighbor is the Connell family, so
Yes.
I've had each one of them, and their last one is in kindergarten this year. So so this will be kind of my swan song from that family in the kindergarten for Prince of Peace.
So Sean normally comes in on this, but it's homecoming for Prince of Peace, and of course he's president of the school board, and gosh, they're having it at the Copper Mill.
Oh, really?
They had their homecoming breakfast there, and then so that was good. So, what do you teach kindergartners about finance?
It's pretty rudimentary stuff. It's probably why they send the marketing guy to go do kindergarten financial literacy. So it's pretty much on savings, giving, and the difference between needs and wants. That's a big lesson that we have, trying to tell the kids, you need a coat, you want a car or a bike or something like that. So, so it's pretty simple stuff, which I can handle.
You got a song, and there's a reason you want this song. Of course, it's always driven by what your children want.
Right, yeah. So we have a jukebox at home, and so my youngest son, he's been, when I can hear him downstairs playing pinball or playing basketball, and a lot of times I hear Man in the Mirror coming on from the jukebox from downstairs. So
That's the pinball waves.
I think he's just doing the pinball or throwing the basketball up to the hoop. So, yeah. But, yeah, enjoys listening to that in the jukebox.
Speaking of basketball, I see where you had a big tournament in town.
Yeah, so a couple weekends ago we had the Little Queens and Little Kings tournament, and well attended. It's always fun. It's a long weekend, but it's always exciting to hear the people who come into our town and see the facilities and talk about how nice the facilities are. Because really, Yord, it's fun for the kids to play on Yord. I don't think they realize it, but that's a really neat place to play, and so they get to play there. And then the middle school obviously is still relatively new and a nice gym and nice facility. So it's nice hearing from the parents and the kids of just how nice facilities we have in Clinton.
How do you break that down? Is it by grade level then, or age level?
Yeah, so it's by grade level. So it's 3rd through 8th grade, and the middle school is a little smaller, so we try to keep the younger kids at the middle school, and then obviously Yord can be expanded a little bigger for the older kids.
How many teams do we have?
So the girls, I think they had 46 teams,
Wow.
and then the boys had fewer teams, so theirs were probably closer to maybe 10 less, maybe 35 teams. But
That is a long day, no doubt about that. Do you get started on Friday evening, or do you get
we do it all one day.
all in one day?
Yeah, the boys were on Saturday, and that was about 8 a.m. to about 6 to 6:30, and then the girls were the same on Sunday, about 8 a.m. to about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Where do you get the officials at?
So there's a little group down in the Quad Cities that you just reach out to them, and they'll find the officials for you, because it'd be hard to find all the officials. So they find the officials and do that and get the people there for that.
Now, I would imagine you guys travel as well.
Yeah, so we travel quite a bit with the boys. So they're in Little Kings basketball, and we're going to keep going until the end of February. So they both my boys' teams qualify. They call it the Middle School State Championship in Iowa City. So they'll both their teams will go there on the last weekend in February, and hopefully play some really good competition from the state of Iowa and kind of get a good barometer of where they're at right now.
So, I mean, you got your children, and you're involved with basketball, football, and baseball. Is that right?
That's right. Yes. Yeah, so it keeps us busy, and then obviously my oldest daughter Phoebe still is involved in high school athletics and different travel things as well too. So, it's a busy time, but we enjoy it, and anymore today in youth sports, you gotta do that. You gotta be ready to go and travel when they're young.
How's that football work?
It works pretty well. We start in the summer, and we play 6 games in the fall. And so we play in a league out of the Quad Cities. So we play Bettendorf, Assumption, Pleasant Valley, the Davenport schools. So we have 3rd and 4th grade team, and then a 5th and 6th grade team. And this past year we added some midweek scrimmages for our 5th and 6th grade team to be able to play Fulton, Comanche, Northeast, just to kind of give our kids some more opportunities to play. And so it's worked out really well. We play 1 game a week and for 6 weeks, and then we're done.
Is that tackle?
It is tackle football, yeah. So 3rd and 4th grade tackle, and then 5th and 6th grade tackle.
How are the kids taken to that?
I always tell people in 3rd and 4th, everybody will cry. And so everybody enjoys tackling. They don't enjoy getting tackled.
Okay.
So, but by 5th and 6th grade, the tears are less, probably. There's still some crying, but they kind of understand the game. We try to teach them all the fundamentals that they can get, and hopefully they continue to enjoy the game. And by the time they get to middle school, they really have a love for the game. And then we talk about all the verbiage that they'll have in the high school. We work with the high school to try to teach those kids some different offenses and terminology that they'll use at the high school level. So when they go to be freshmen, they don't have to teach them right away. They can skip that. They already know that, and they can move on to some more advanced things.
Well, that's great. You're getting Nate and everybody involved in that then?
Yeah. So I just emailed Nate today about we do a 7v7 league too in the spring. So and we work with them. The kids come over, the coaches come over and help us do some refereeing and some skills day things too. So it's a good partnership with the high school in that.
Yeah, that 7-on-7, that's probably for the skill players primarily, I would think, your receivers and your quarterbacks.
Yeah, and we do that always in the spring for about 4 weeks. It's a quick season, but just to try to get the kids to throw and catch and learn how to run routes and do that. And it's one-hand touch and pretty quick game, and then you're done.
Yeah, we just had Brandon and David in, and they got a tournament coming up June 20th, I think he said, when that is going to take place. Our soccer, you're not involved with soccer at all?
No, I didn't play soccer, but I mean, my kids don't really play soccer that much. But I'd let them if they wanted to. But no, not too involved in soccer.
Okay. What about baseball?
Yeah, I do baseball. My youngest son, so I help coach their team. He'd be 10U, so helped coach that team, and then my middle child also plays baseball as well.
Okay, and that's travel now too as well, right?
Yeah, so we went out to Des Moines last year and traveled around different places and get to see good teams and opportunities for them to get better and play a lot of games and kind of learn from that. And key is to develop and try to get the best you can as you get to high school.
So what are you going to do in like about 10 years when you're not coaching anymore?
Probably rest maybe a little bit, I think.
Finally get a break. Well, we're going to let you get out of here because you're going down to watch your daughter play basketball.
That's right. Hopefully go Queens.
There you go. Go Queens. Scott, thank you so much.
Thanks.
We're going to wrap things up here the last half hour. Total phone repair is going to be it. It is 4 o'clock. You are in tune to KROS Clinton, Iowa, FM 105.9, AM 1340. It's time now for news.
This is CBS News on the